So this is the introductory class to the third web technology. Introductory class to the third web technology, that is JavaScript. JavaScript. Okay. We have learned about two other technologies of web, right? What are they? Two technologies of web are, first is HTML. It's HTML. Next is CSS. And the third one is JS. They three becomes the web languages. They are called as web languages. So the part of HTML is to give the structure. Give the structure. The part of CSS is to give the style to the page. And the part of JS is to give the functionality. Functionality or logic to the page. Okay. They are the three words or three things which each and every things do. Okay. I told you, right? HTML is just a hypertext markup language. It is not a programming language. CSS is also kind of markup, but it is used to style. The JS is a programming language. JS is a, if I just say JS is a programming language. JavaScript is a programming language. Okay. So what do you mean by programming language means? I will just tell you what do you mean by programming language, high level. Imagine you have a, let us take first we have a human. Okay. First we'll go with the general scenario and I will tell you why we need programming languages. First, let us go with the, let us take this is one person. Okay. Imagine this is one person named as Ram. Okay. And we have another person. The person name is Shyam. Okay. Ram and Shyam. So Ram has some idea. What does Ram has? Ram has some idea in his brain. Okay. He is having some idea. He wants to explain the idea to the Shyam. Then what can he use? He can use any language which is understood by Shyam and Ram. Okay. That's the work we do, right? In day-to-day conversation, when Ram needs some help or some idea he wants to share with the Shyam, then he use a language to communicate with Shyam so that his idea can be delivered to the Shyam and Shyam understands it. So the language we use is, normally which language we use? We use Hindi, Telugu, English, and so on, different languages available. Okay. We are having different multiple choice of options. So we can share our ideas from one person to another person. So this case is always resembles with the computer languages also. Okay. This case resembles with the computer languages also. So here we imagine Shyam doesn't know Telugu. He doesn't know Telugu. And Ram doesn't know any other languages apart from Telugu. He only knows Telugu. So will they able to communicate effectively? Can their ideas be shared among them and understood? No, because Ram only knows Telugu and Shyam doesn't know Telugu. So there is no mutual understanding. So they cannot work together. So there cannot be any communication. So to have a communication, there should be a language which should be understood by both. Both parties should understand the language. They should know the meaning of the language. Then only I can say there is a good communication happening. So Ram wants some work to be done from Shyam. So he says, okay, Shyam, do this work for me, and he can get it done if they both understand the common language. Okay. This is the language. So same goes with the computers also. Okay. For computers, let us take, this is a computer 1. I say it's a computer A. It's a computer A computer. And we have a something called, let us take computer B. It's a computer, right? We are having a computer B. So from my computer, okay, from my computer as a user, I am A user and I am the B user. Let us take, I want to send a WhatsApp image. I want to send a WhatsApp image from A to B. Okay. I want to send a WhatsApp image from A to B. Then what is the first requirement? The WhatsApp should be installed from A machine and B machine. First requirement. Next requirement, they must have be connected to the internet so that communication can happen. Third is what languages the WhatsApp is using at the client side should be understood by B's machine. Okay. So from here, I upload a photo and the photos goes to this person. And the same machine with the security and all these things downloads that image. So this communication is happening, right? Here user A, this is the user A, not the machine A. User A wants the task to send a photograph to B. What he is using? He is using computer in between. Okay. My task is from user A, I want to send image to B. How I am sending? By the help of computer. So I need to tell my computer as a user, I need to tell my computer, oh computer, listen to me. Just open this WhatsApp and send this image to my friend. Okay. This is the thing I need to do. Then the computer can understand my language. If I say, oh, my computer, please send this image to this person. Will it understand? No. Because I know English, Hindi, Telugu, and different languages. Does the computer know Hindi, Telugu, English? No. He doesn't know any languages. So then how we are seeing the text on the screens, how we are seeing images. So the computer doesn't know anything. Simple, understand this. Computer is a dummy machine. Okay. Computer is a dummy machine. It doesn't know anything. Okay. Computer ki aim teliyadu. Simple. Okay. Computer will not do anything until you say it to do. Computer will not do any extra things until you say it to do it. Okay. So what is the need of language means from A to B, I want to talk to my computer. Okay. These two scenarios you understand, right? From person to person, from machine to machine. Computer A can do the work with computer B because they speak both languages same. So there is no language barrier. Here also the person can speak because no language barrier. But the barrier comes is when I'm here. Let me just make it, and let me just make a computer machine. This is a computer. Okay, this is a computer. And here we are having a person. Let me just draw a simple person. Then we are having this barrier because I know some languages. Let us say Hindi, English, and other languages. Okay, I know these languages. But do my computer know all these languages? Do my computer know all these languages? My computer doesn't know any language. Computer is dummy machine, only knows one language, that is binary language. Okay, computer only knows binary language. Binary means only two letters it has. It has 0 and 1. So my computer understands only this language. Only one and only language, that is binary language. No other languages in the world. There are more than Spanish and all these languages not understood by the computer. Spanish, Chinese, Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, Malayalam. No. He only knows one language, that is 0 and 1, called as binary language. I know these languages. So there is a problem for me that I want my computer to perform a calculation. Okay. I want my computer to perform a calculation. Means I am having a computer, means I want to say computer, okay computer, just calculate the total of all the prices. Will it do if I say this way? No, it will not, because computer is not understanding what you are saying to do. So to make computer understand, we need programming languages. To make, or simply I write, to interact with computers, we need programming languages. Okay. To interact with computers, we need programming languages. Understood? So this is the basic understanding you must have before you start with the programming language. Now you understand with the idea, right? Why there is a need of programming languages? Because, sir, I am a human and I am having a dummy machine with me. I want the dummy machine to work for me, to do some task for me. Then I need to say the machine. How can I say? The machine doesn't understand my language. So I need to use something called programming language. Okay. Internally, indirectly, the programming language which you write, you know, this is a in-depth concept, but not required now. Just I am saying for your understanding. This is Language, you write this way, but internally the compilers, interpreters, all this, what they do, they will convert it to the binary language. Okay, this is the core thing. Whatever language you write SQL, you write C, C++, Java, Python, we are having some concept called compiler or interpreter. What will they do? They will take your English code, you write code in English, right? They take your English code, translate it into binary and give it to the computer. Computer understand binary, right? It will execute it. So this is how programs run in the computer. Why there is a need of programming language? Clear? Okay. To interact with computers, we need a programming language. We as humans cannot directly interact with the computer. So to interact with it, I need a language. That language is called as programming language. And computer only understands one language, that is binary language. No other languages can be understood by the computer. So programming language evolved this way. What we are going to see is, we are going to see JavaScript. Okay, we are going to see JavaScript. I told you, right? JavaScript is a programming language. JavaScript is a programming language. Okay, JavaScript is a programming language. And there are multiple programming languages similar to Java. JavaScript is programming language, plus it is also called a scripting language. Scripting language. Okay. Programming language plus scripting language. Scripting language is also nothing but which is used to write scripts. Okay. And we call it usually, it's a language of web. It's a language of web. One of the three languages from the web, it is one of them. Okay, you understand this, right? So let us take some look at the why programming language, why JavaScript we are learning. Okay, let me just write something. Why JavaScript we need. Second question is, what is language? You understand? To interact with computer, I need something. To give computer some task, I need some programming language. Okay, so what I'll do, I will just write why JS. Why JS I am learning is this way. Why not other languages? Because it is supported by browser compatible. And mostly this is only language used with the web languages. Okay, this is the only language. We have different languages like PHP and all this. They are also there, but it is the JS language, client-side language. It is client-side execution. Client-side execution. Okay, the language executes on the client, because from whenever the file is given to you, right, as when you request some website, HTML, CSS and JS file will be given to you. You can modify at your level. So this is client side. Okay, it is called client side scripting language. It is called as client side scripting language. So why JS means JS has evolved a lot. JS has evolved a lot. So now it is used for client side, plus it is also used for server side. The server side is called as Node.js. Okay, Node.js is a part of JavaScript which is used in the server side. Okay, we have two sides, right? Client side, server side, front end, back end. Front end is called as client side, back end is called server side. Okay, the only language JavaScript can support you in the front end, that is JavaScript, and it can support you in back end, that is Node.js. Same, the language we are learning is JavaScript only for Node.js also. Node.js has some more other functionalities, but logically the language is JavaScript only. Okay, you understand this, right? So why JS means it's a fast also, it's fast, compatible with all browsers. It is the only web language available. Okay, all these reasons are there. Understand, right? Sir, now we'll go to practical things. We understand why language, why we are interacting with computers to do computer some task. But what is the use in the web development for the language? What is the use in the web development for the language? So let me just come here. Let me just go to something called Amazon or Flipkart. Let us go to Amazon. Maybe we have searched some mobile phone. Okay. So see, when I hover on this, we got something view panel, right? This is happening due to JavaScript. We are clicking on the sign in. This is happening due to the JavaScript. We hover on this, we toggle this, all these functionalities, whichever you see, I click this, it changes again. These are happening due to JavaScript only. It is client side interactive language. Whenever you click something, when you roll over your mouse, when you Windows loads, all these things handled by JavaScript. JavaScript will take care of all these things. Understood, right? So JavaScript is clear. You understand this. Sir, HTML, I know that I need to write .html file. It executes in browser. CSS, you can make a different file .css and you can execute in the same with the HTML. It is compatible with HTML. Sir, where I need to execute JavaScript? Next question is, sir, where I can run JavaScript? Where? Can I run JS? Where can I run JS? Okay. It's very difficult to write hand. Okay, I can use text. So where can I run JavaScript? HTML, where it runs on the browser. CSS, it's a part of HTML because it gives style to the HTML only. So it runs on the browser. So where the JS runs and what are the softwares I need? Imagine you want to run Python. You want to run Python. Then what you need? You need a Python interpreter to be downloaded. You want to run MySQL or something other. MySQL or SQL Server, MySQL. Then you need to download SQL Server and all these things to practice. You want to run Java? Then you need JVM to be installed. You need to download Java JDK to run it. Okay. You want to download C? You need to download C compiler. All these things needs compiler. I don't need anything to run JavaScript. Sir, what you need then? I need a browser. Chrome browser, Safari browser, I don't care. Chrome browser. And I want to write first program in JavaScript. What I want? First program in JavaScript. I will do right click. I will click inspect. Okay. After clicking inspect, I will go to console. This is the similar window as you get in the Python interpreter. This window is equal to, if I just try in Python, okay, I will go with Python ideally. I'll just search ideally better. Ideally. You understand Python, right? You are learning Python. So this ideally is there, right? If I write 2 plus 3, okay. If I write 2 plus 3, okay, syntax error. Okay, 2 plus it's plus 3. The Python will give me 5. And here I can write print. For Python, I can write print hello world. This is Python interpreter, right? Similar way, I am having this JavaScript interpreter. We call it as JavaScript console. This is called JS console. Okay, JavaScript console window. This is exactly similar to your Python interpreter, Python ideally. Sir, how? Those who don't know what is an interpreter and all this, this is a place where I can write my JS and see the output. Right? This is the place where I can write my JS and see the output. Okay. The first program in any programming language, what will make hello world. Okay. Before that, I will just write something and just see it. Console, I am writing on the console, right? Console.log. Okay. Console.log. I bracket on. I am writing hello world. Excellent remark. Close. If I hit enter, it will execute this line of JavaScript and give me the output. What I got? I got hello world in the output, right? So this is the first program of our JavaScript. This is how that much easy to make a program and execute in the JavaScript language. So we are able to write our first hello world program, right? In JavaScript. So let me just show you. This works as same ideally. I write 2 plus 3. What the output it has given? It has not given yet, it has highlighted it. Enter. We got this. Just you can perform any operation. So it is as equal to IDLE of your Python on any other languages. And what if you want to print something, print your name, just you need to write console.log, bracket on. You can write my name is hero, and I can close it. I can hit enter. Okay, I will get this. So this is our print statement in JavaScript. This is the print statement in JavaScript. You can say this is the print statement. What the things I need to write? For writing print statement, I need to use console.log. Log means to show the data. Okay. And inside this, you need to write bracket on, bracket off. And inside this brackets, you can write any string so that you can execute it on the fly. Okay. Understood? So this is the first program of our JavaScript we successfully completed. We have learned what we have learned till now. Let me just wrap up once. What we have learned? Tell me what. Okay, just what we have learned. We have seen what is programming language, right? Why there is need of programming language? Why need of programming language? Okay. Why I need JS? Because it's a scripting language. It is executed on web. It's a web language, right? All the reasons. Okay. Next, first, hello world program in JS. We have done this hello world program in JS. Okay. We have seen differences between different languages, seen differences. You need to download some softwares, right? For executing different languages. For Python, you need to download Python interpreter. For Java, you need to download JVM, C, GCC compiler. We don't need download any software because JavaScript, it's a client-side language. It executes on my browser. Remember this. JavaScript, client-side language, executes on my browser. One line. Okay. These are things we learned. In today's class, we have seen what is the hello world you can print, what are the different operations you can do. You don't need any calculator from now. From now, any page, go here, Control-Shift-I, or do the inspect and just write 455 and just multiply with any number and you will get the output. Okay. This is the fast calculator if you don't have calculator also. So this is the ending of our today's class and we'll be continuing tomorrow's session.